Great rising, beautiful beings. Great rising, beautiful beings. How's it going? So, I just had a major epiphany. A major epiphany. I had a great vision last night. And before we get started, Spirit wanted me to let y'all know. You know what? We're not even going to say Spirit. The astral planes wanted me to let you know that they cannot discover everything. They cannot discover everything. Okay? Some things are so sacred. Their job is just to keep them away from you. Okay? I was wondering why I always told my mother I want a brick red house with white pillar columns. I've always said it my whole life. Like, I love the luxurious Miami stucco vibe with the tropical look and the brick roof. But I've always just been ancient and wanted a brick red house with white pillars. And I'm not talking about like short white pillars that go either 1 or 2 story. I want some shit that go like 3 story. I want the front porch to be decked out with white pillars. And I've always loved it. I've always liked it. And it's a gateway. It's definitely a 1:1 gateway. And a door, 1111, a door. And this is how I know I'm tapped in. Do y'all know I either hear firecrackers or when the vehicle pop, what is that called? When they muffler pop, I forget what it's called. But yeah, I'm hearing that right now. I am so tapped in. I am so tapped in, y'all. When the clock strikes 12, okay? So, the new Noah's Ark is bunkers, right? Bunkers. Living underground, okay? They have been trying to dismantle this place forever, okay? They have been trying to dismantle this realm forever. It's like they got all these resources, but they can't really take them with them. Again, they got all these resources, but they really can't take them with them. Okay? Something's going on to the point where they really not taking the resources with them like that. Because it wouldn't be as much gold on the planet as there is now. Like, if they was able to take those resources with them, they would have been gone. These people have no place to go, whatever they are. So, the big epiphany. We go through a reset. I cannot get over the target, the bullseye. I cannot get over the sonar sigil, the sonar, the ripple. You drop a thing of water in the ripple. So I'm thinking about the outer sun, the third sun, and the gateway. And I'm also seeing this print in the opening. It actually lets you know how to leave. Certain people have. It's right there. It's right there. I can't tell you where, but it's right there. It's a map right there. If you're tapped in, if you belong to a certain tribe, frequency, galactic federation, I don't care what it is, it's right there. You can't miss it. You look at it every day. The map is right there. So, when I seen the map, everybody has a destiny. Everybody has a calling. Your map is right there. It's up to you to figure it out. Don't get tricked out your spot. Your map is right there. You look at it every single day. And sometimes your map changes. I am not talking about the astral clock. I'm not talking about the natal chart. You have a map that's right there. You look at it every day. One map shows your soul, and one map shows your physical fate. It's right there. And the map also shows you how to navigate this planet, where you're supposed to go. It actually shows your code. Like, I might not be saying it right. It actually shows your destination while being on planet Earth. Whether you're supposed to relocate, move, it shows your full alignment. Even with the frequency of the planet, it starts adjusting itself in case you need to change your course. So now, back to these bunkers, the new Noah's Ark, and these submarines, the new Noah's Ark. This is only for the people who clearly know that there's water above us and below us. And so within, so without, and so above, and so below. Okay? We've done major resets. And if you've looked at the video I shared on the community page, which is now the post page, it's been the post page for about 7 months. Or it could be almost a year, I don't know. But it's been less than a year for me to realize it, because I remember when it was community and then they switched to the post. But I showed a video that showed the Vatican. See, they had video before they let video be public, and it showed how they were able to use devices to work with free energy, right? And it showed how they was having space wars right here on the planet. So the whole goal is to have the new reset and be the chosen people. Okay? The new reset, they do the reset every so many years. It's like a ticking time bomb. It's like a clock. And these people, these people who got you out of your cadence, they know when the catastrophe or the apocalypse or whatever is about to happen again. They know when these people are coming from the outer rings. That's why they call it the ring. That's why they call it the ring, because these other islands outside of the target zone, they do checks and balances after a while. Like, nobody's safe after a while. And they so-called claim it's like every 26,000 years or so on. They reset it. They reset it so that the planet can stay safe, can grow back. They're not going to let this radiation, toxic waste and all that come in the outer rings. They'll just reset the planet. So by design, this world government are going bonkers, right? And they feel like if we survive, they'll just reset the planet. And we can strictly enforce this low vibratory rate again. The people the beings that are resetting the planet are from the other rings. They're from the other ice walls. This is just history repeating itself over and over and over. And when history repeats itself, there's more dumbed down versions of humanity that have no documents, no nothing. Then you got these people that territorially want to take over. See, they're trying to prevent from losing their knowledge, so they're going bonkers, right? They're trying to prevent from losing their knowledge. So they're going to hide in the air, they're going to hide underground, they're going to hide in space, underwater, you name it. And while the reset go down. So while we're thinking that they're going to come up with all these alien invasions and stuff, they might, or whatever. But understand, you got other rings outside of the target zone. The target zone is the most studied location, the inner ring. It's the most studied location. And they've learned that the way the conveyor belt of the water flows, it keeps the water inside. So all the contaminations and all the practices never go outside the first ring. Something about the way the undercurrents and the water flow, that contaminated water always stays inside the first ring, the bullseye. And then you got outer rings and more outer rings and more outer rings. They're going to push a reset, and it's going to be survival of the fittest. But it's actually these advanced civilizations outside of the target, outside of the bullseye, that come in and actually reset the stage. Say it again, revereskye. There's actually a group of beings from multiple places that are highly advanced that come and reset the center. And they reset the center because things just go too far. Another thing, another analogy or hypotheses or theory. They keep pushing the carbon footprint. The carbon beings are us. Okay? That's just like when they say humidity. Humidity is us. The humidity is us. Okay. So another thing, going green, eliminating the carbon footprint. That's eliminating carbon beings, 666. 6 atoms, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. So, their second phase is to depopulate and make everything seem like we're not disturbing the planet, or do mass control and psyops, where you're actually controlling everybody through a frequency, and then people don't need all this extra exhaustion on the planet, and they look like they solved a crisis. And then they think that the observers are going to say, oh, you did good. You eliminated the problem. You got the problem under control. We're not going to blast y'all to the past this time. They want to look like the saints in this. Literally. They want to look like the saints in this. They want to look like they brought order out of chaos, which we are chaos beings. Not all of us, just some of us. And they want to make it seem like we eliminated killing cows, killing birds, doing this, doing that. Everything is clean and green and laboratory safe. We don't need any more oil. We don't need. They're putting on a show for these watchers that reset the planet over and over and over again. And they just said, like, if we don't appease to these gods, just in case we don't appease to these gods, we'll just go bonkers. You know, we'll hide out and allow them to eliminate the surface walkers, which are us. And by them eliminating the surface walkers, they would think like, okay, after all the calamity and everything, the apocalypse or whatever, we'll just come back up to the surface, and anybody we find, we'll just enslave them all over again. Literally. Literally. Not only that, the outer rings of this planet, this stationary planet, some of the shadow workers and data workers, when I mean data workers, I mean like matrix data workers. Like they could see the grid, the codes. They could see the infrastructure of the matrix while here. They actually come in like the Galactic Federation, and they have a say on how things go down, the procedures, the studies. And usually they stay out of it. They just make sure they don't contaminate outside. Outside of this bullseye, the center. So yeah, the people that reset the center of the planet are the outer rings. That's why they call it the ring. It's something to think about, and know these maps that you need to look at for your own journey are right in front of you every day. One is for your soul, and one is for your physical existence. It's mapped out right in front of you. And don't worry about taking nobody else with you. It's your own journey. It's your own purpose. The memory is there. They did not wholeheartedly wipe your memory. It's right there. Pay attention. People are so busy studying everything but themselves. It's right there. You'll get it. You'll get it. If you want to get it, you'll get it. Also, I've been studying architecture. And last night I had the wildest vision. It showed me how it showed me that some of these architectures are still alive. Meaning they're not in stealth mode. Somebody last night lit up a Hershey's Kisses. And the way they beamed that light, it was crazy. I did not know you could draw this much free energy and power. But they showed me how it works. And I was so astonished to see the Hershey Kisses. Blast. I mean, it blast. It drawed that energy and it shot to the heavens. Some of these architectures still work. And last but not least, they're not going to find everything. They're not going to discover everything. There will be more than enough opportunities to discover things. We're actually going to be able to start discovering things in this existence, in this life. Some of us will live to discover what you've always wanted to discover. But you can't show fear. You cannot show stress. Stay aware, stay vigilant, keep your head on a swivel, and start moving. Start traveling. Start relocating. You have to. You cannot wait for God to come to you. God gave you the will, the willpower, the way. They will not discover everything. They will not. They will not discover everything. And some people are fortunate enough to just go visit. Like your astral body will allow you to visit these places. Never take it for granted. They will never discover everything. I've been to quite a few spots where I've seen things that were untouched, still in mint condition. Something about Spirit saying the keys to Zion. All I could do is say, protect your keys, protect your access codes, because they're available to you. They are available to you. And know that these people are racing a clock. They want to prove to the watchers that they can bring order and peace, and that humanity is just full of shit, and they are polluting the world, when humanity is not polluting the world. They're polluting the world. Okay? They're the governing body of our existence when it comes to mental manipulation. So they're running everything. You know what I mean? And they want to prove that they can make it so that we'll be automatons and they could quit mass producing and utilizing smoke. Like all of a sudden everything's going to be clean energy. They're trying to race for that reset. But they still going to get reset. They are. They are still going to get reset. They got to get reset. Okay? And when they get reset, you'll see. You'll see. That's all I got to say for now. They're going to try to appease to these gods and show that they can neutralize the toxins and all that of the planet. Before they actually, this more advanced civilization come and do a hard reset. And there's one last thing I wanted to say. You know how they talk about the planet Nibiru? Their sun was causing their planet to burn up. So they stole our gold and sprayed it into their atmosphere. Well, there's more than enough gold to go around. And they could have sprayed the gold in our atmosphere to block out the sun, but they didn't. They used reflector metals, different types of aerosols, different types of metals that infiltrate the blood-brain barrier. Remember, all of this is for entertainment purposes, somewhat educational purposes, hypothetically, theoretically, and allegedly. But how dare you spray us with all these toxins when you could have simply used gold? See, they have multiple agendas. And if you're so lazy mentally, if the frequency of your brain is so dead, so low, you just are in this perpetual cycle. Like walking people that brain frequency cannot go past the program. They don't question anything. They don't ask for anything. They trust everything pushed out to them. Just be mindful of these people. So I'm going to leave it there. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.